Okay guys, so this should be the first one that you have in your stack of papers, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to write on it, sorry. And so this is going to go on the left hand side, and that's not what I wanted, sorry. We are starting with this one. Let me just zoom in on it. Okay, so right up here at the top, a net is a two-dimensional model or drawing
Bye, Bernard.
Bye.
Good morning.
Two-dimensional model or drawing sorry, trying to make it easier for you. A net is a two-dimensional model or drawing that can be folded into a two-dimensional solid. Nope, fix that. Into a three-dimensional solid. Okay. A net is a two-dimensional model that can be folded into a three-dimensional solid. So for example, this model would be folded into a rectangular prism. This would be folded into a triangular prism, a triangular pyramid, a rectangular pyramid. Okay, so moving on from that, a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism is a solid three-dimensional object that has 6 faces. We talked about this yesterday on the nerd activity. 6 faces, and they are all rectangles. Okay. The base of a rectangular prism is a rectangle, and there are 2 bases. The height of a rectangular prism is the length of a side that is perpendicular to the bases. Okay. All right, so that is our rectangular prism. And I want you to, it shifted my stuff a little bit. Let's see. I want you to come down here to your shapes that you have and shade the bases of those rectangular prisms. So that should be like the top and bottom of this one, left and right of this one, these little flaps like we talked about on the nerds activity, and the top and bottom here. Okay, so now moving on, we are going to talk about triangular prisms. Is a solid three-dimensional object that has 2 triangular bases. 2 triangular bases that are connected by 3 rectangular faces. Okay, the base of a triangular prism is obviously a triangle. And just like on the rectangular prism, there are 2 bases. And just like on the rectangular prism, the height of a triangular prism is the length of a side that is perpendicular to the base. To both bases. Okay? So once again, shade your bases on here. Your base will always be the triangle on a triangular prism. Okay, your next one, we're going to talk about rectangular pyramids. It's a solid three-dimensional object that has one rectangular base. I don't know why I keep typing rectangular base, and faces that are triangles. So if your shape is mostly rectangles, it's a prism. If your shape is mostly triangles, it is a pyramid. The base of a rectangular pyramid is a rectangle, and there is only one base. The height of that rectangular pyramid is the length of a perpendicular line segment from the vertex of the pyramid to the base. So for example, here's the vertex of the pyramid down to the base. That's the height of your pyramid. This is the base of your pyramid. So shade in your bases for me. And then talking about triangular pyramids. Solid three-dimensional object that has one triangular base and faces that are also triangles. The base of the triangular pyramid is a triangle. There's one base. The height of a triangular pyramid is the length of the perpendicular line segment from the vertex of the pyramid to the base, just like it was for the rectangular pyramid. Okay, so here's the vertex down to the base, vertex down to the base. Go ahead and shade that. Okay, now we're talking about what we did yesterday in our NERDS activity, and that is lateral surface area. So lateral surface area is the sum of all the lateral faces excluding the bases. So remember yesterday we said all the faces but the bases. Okay? And then we also talked yesterday about total surface area, which is the sum of all the faces of the 3D figure, including the bases of the figure. Last but not least, volume is the amount of space inside an object. Okay, so you're going to glue these left and right in your notebook after the previous unit.